And the final countdown is on in Auckland's Northcote electorate. The clock is ticking towards a by-election and the Prime Minister's baby as well. Jacinda Ardern hit the streets of the electorate today with Labour's candidate Shanan Halbert in tow, just 2 days before voters go to the polls to choose a replacement for the National MP, Jonathan Coleman. But the talk on the street was whether an early arrival might help or hinder Labour's chances. Our reporter Katie Scotcher was there and filed this report.
Jacinda Ardern was greeted by a group of beaming children from a local preschool as she arrived in Northcote this afternoon.
Thank you. Did you come out of daycare to say hello? Oh, it's so nice of you. Oh, you're tiny tots. You came out of daycare. Where are you off to now?
The Prime Minister.
Oh, that's me! That's me.
After some pictures, Ms Ardern and Labour candidate Shanan Halbert made a quick stop at the local supermarket to speak to workers. While she didn't purchase any salt and vinegar chips, which she craved at the beginning of her pregnancy, the Prime Minister did surprise some shoppers. Beth Railton was paying for her groceries as Ms Ardern and her supporters made their way past the checkouts. She says it was nice seeing her out and meeting locals.
I was quite surprised. I thought the baby was about to pop, so it's cool that she's still out and about, but like most young mums, we have to do the same. You still got to get out there.
Ms Ardern and Mr Halbert were flanked by supporters decked out in party t-shirts and ribbons as they stopped to meet Northcote shop owners, locals and mums. One of those locals, Janice Choi, took her baby to meet Ms Ardern. Ms Choi says it was fantastic seeing the Prime Minister out in full force so close to her due date.
It's definitely hard being pregnant and let alone being Prime Minister, going up and down. She's inspiration to all the women, really, working women, to be honest.
The selfies and hugs are likely to continue until the last possible moment in what's expected to be a tight race. 2 targeted polls from Labour show Shanan Halbert within 2 points of national rival Dan Boudoir, but National says its internal polling shows a more comfortable gap of 8. Mr Halbert says he's feeling really good about Saturday's by-election and says even if the baby makes an early arrival, people should still get out and vote.
It could work either way. You know, if baby arrives, it would probably be a really positive thing, and in anticipation of baby arriving, people would just get on, do the mahi and hopefully bring home a victory for Labour and this community in Northcote.
Mr Halbert says he's offered to be a babysitter for the Prime Minister and a name for the unborn baby.
I did give her a name on Facebook Live the other night. I said, well, Shanan would be a great name because none of us know the gender yet. It could go either way. Shanan if it's a girl, Shanan if it's a boy, and the spelling of my name is a great example of that.
Mr Halbert isn't the only one with suggestions. 4-year-old Sophie and Isla from Tiny Tots Preschool also have some ideas.
I was thinking that the name was going to be Poppy or Daisy.
However, the preschool class was divided on the baby's gender.
And do you hope the baby's going to be a boy or a girl?
A girl.
Yeah?
A boy!
Just 10 days out from her due date, Jacinda Ardern says she's feeling good.
And obviously still trucking along, and you'll see me probably for a few days yet.
Jacinda Ardern plans to work until she goes into Labour, whenever that may be. She'll hand over power to Deputy Prime Minister Winston Peters when she arrives at hospital. In Auckland for Checkpoint, call Katie Scotcher Tēnei.